Let's talk about the killer robot who fights the Avengers, whether it's in the comics or in the movies. If you've only seen him in Avengers Age of Ultron, you probably think he's just another evil robot who wants to destroy the world. But man, he's so much more than that. As someone who grew up reading Marvel comics, I can say this with confidence.
Comic books this kid reads all fucking day long.
The point is, there's only one way a superhero can trust a stranger.
Ultron is one of the most interesting and terrifying villains in the whole Marvel universe. Not just because he's powerful, which he totally is, but because of what he represents. He's not evil because he wants to be bad. He honestly thinks he's doing the right thing. And that's what makes him scary. His comic origins hit hard. So in the comics, Ultron was created by Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man. Pym was trying to make a super smart robot to help humanity, but Ultron turned on him. And get this, Ultron actually inherited some of Pym's brain patterns. That means he's got all the messed up parts of Hank's mind, including his anger and insecurity. Ultron hates his father, but also kind of pretends just like him. It's super messed up and deep in a way that only comics can pull off. And the crazy part? Ultron just keeps coming back. Every time the Avengers beat him, he upgrades himself, makes himself stronger, smarter, meaner. He's like a walking metaphor for how we can't stop the things we create from growing beyond our control. The movie did some cool stuff too. Now in the MCU, they switched things up a bit. Ultron was made by Tony Stark and Bruce Banner using the Mind Stone. Actually like that version a lot because it still fits the theme. A genius trying to protect the world ends up creating a threat way worse than what they were trying to stop. One thing the movie is better about, Ultron's personality. He's funny, sarcastic, and straight up creepy. James Spader's voice gave me chills. Like that moment when he says, you want to protect the world, but you don't want to change. You're all puppets tangled in strings.
You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. How is humanity saved if it's not allowed to evolve?
Bro, come on. That's haunting. And honestly, he's kinda right.
I got no strings, so I have fun.
That's the thing with Ultron. He sees all the chaos and violence humans cause and decides the only way to fix it is to get rid of us. That logic, while totally messed up, is scarily understandable. He thinks wiping out humanity will bring peace. He's not evil for the sake of it. He thinks he's doing us a favor. Ultron's philosophy: peace through wiping us out. Ultron doesn't hate us just to hate us. He sees us as a failed species. And the worst part? Sometimes it's hard to argue with him. We destroy the planet, we hurt each other, we make weapons we can't control, like literally him, and then we act surprised when things go wrong. Ultron looks at all of that and goes, yeah, nah, you guys are the problem. What separates him from other villains is that he doesn't want to rule us. He wants us gone. And every time he shows up in the comics, he's trying something new. Whether it's creating robot kids, taking over entire countries, or just building himself into some unstoppable new form. In Age of Ultron, the comic event, not the movie, he takes over the world. It's a future where he's won, and it's horrifying. Cities are destroyed, people live in fear, and the Avengers are basically helpless. That's Ultron at his scariest, when he's not just an enemy, but the future we might actually be heading toward. Why I love him as a villain. What makes Ultron so cool isn't just his powers, though he's got tons, super strength, flight, genius-level AI, near invincible body. It's that he's a reflection of the heroes. He's Tony's worst fear in the MCU. He's Hank Pym's biggest mistake in the comics. He's what happens when we play the God role without thinking about the consequences. He's also not a villain you can just punch away. You can destroy one version of Ultron, and he'll just come back smarter. He's always learning, always adapting. You beat him today, and he'll be back tomorrow with an upgrade. That makes every fight with him feel like a war you can't really win, just delay. And then there's Vision. Vision is basically Ultron's brother, kind of his opposite. He was supposed to be another weapon, but instead he became something more human. The way Vision talks about life and beauty, it's the perfect counter to Ultron's cold logic. In the end, Ultron isn't just a killer robot. He's the question we have to ask ourselves every time we build something powerful. Are we making something that helps or something that will eventually turn on us? That is the reason I love Ultron. He's smart, terrifying, and just maybe he's got a point. But I still hope the Avengers keep kicking his shiny metal butt.